Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Ayad Akhtar's Pulitzer Prize winning play, Disgraced, has come to Broadway's Lyceum Theater, and I'm on the opening night, red carpet. Tell us what's brought you here tonight.
Actually, my very old dear friends from college are the Oraka Group, who are the producers of the show, and that's what has brought me here. Besides the fact that it happens to be a Pulitzer Prize winning play with an amazing cast. There's also that.
Just ask you, what have you heard about the play?
Nothing. Zilch, which is kind of awesome. I just know it's polarizing, and that's all I know, which is fully exciting.
It is riveting. It's nice to go to a Oh, I've seen it twice. I saw it at Lincoln Center and I saw it here.
You're a groupie.
Well, that's what I do, you know.
I like that.
But isn't it great to go to a show that you don't really know what it's about and you get moved by it?
Yeah, it's very exciting. And these nights are always fun, but that part's very exciting.
I was going to ask you, Broadway openings, you know, I love to watch you all on the carpet of how cool it is. What do you love about Broadway openings?
Well, what I love about the play openings is that for some reason in general, you can dress down a little more. So I have boots on instead of high heels. So that's what I like about the plays. But, you know, things like that.
What about the musicals?
And the musicals, you tend to get a little more decked out. I don't know why. Dancing girls. That's why. And jazz hands.
Opening night on Broadway. How do you feel today?
Elated, so excited, so happy. I mean, it's been such an amazing journey, and I'm just thrilled to be here.
I mean, did you ever think when you started directing this that it would go from Lincoln Center then to Broadway?
Well, yeah, and I directed in Chicago as well at American Theater Company, and so no, it was 3 years ago today that Ayad and I first met, and in these 3 years, I think it's been this incredible artistic partnership where we've gotten to really craft and sculpt and mold this story, and to feel its exponential impact on Broadway has been amazing.
What is it like for you sitting in the audience and watching how this play affects everybody?
I feel very joyful, but I also feel a huge sense of responsibility, right? Like that, how the impact is both the wonderful moments when everyone's laughing together and getting to share that humanity, and then some of the more challenging moments of the play, thinking about what that's sort of putting out into the universe for people to have to wrestle with on their own at home. I feel very responsible.
Let's just talk about the importance of this play. I mean, what it means to be on Broadway, and just, you know, have you gone yet to see it?
I saw a production in Chicago, and it
moves the audience.
Oh yeah, what you go through. There's a line in the play where somebody talks about somebody's work and it says it's important and new and needs to be seen widely. And this is definitely it. This is something that will shock everyone, and it's very topical and in your face and an explosive night of theater. Yeah,
so. It's always so great to be able to see something that you can have a full discussion about afterward, and I'm really looking forward to this.
It's a Broadway opening.
It's a Broadway opening, yes.
What has brought you here tonight?
I was invited, and I've been wanting to see this. I've been reading about it, and so I'm honored to be here tonight.
What have you heard?
I've heard all the same things that everybody's heard, that it's a Pulitzer Prize winning play. It's something that will really impact you, and that's my favorite kind of theater.
You know, you're a Pulitzer Prize winner. What is it like
to be a Pulitzer Prize winner? Brian Yorkie has a really good quote about this where he says it's not for mortals. And that's how you feel. You feel, how did this come to me? It's something that I take very seriously. I'm very honored to have. It's something that celebrates writing. When we received the honor, we were amongst journalists and nonfiction writers and fiction and composers. So it's quite a company to be in, and it's something I will always treasure.
Well, let's talk about life down at If Then. How often do you stop in?
I was just there on Sunday, actually, and I was blown away by what they're doing. I hadn't seen it in a couple of weeks. I try to go regularly to check in on it.
Yeah.
Certainly musically, I like to give some notes, but I also just love to show my face to the actors and show my appreciation for what they're doing.
What have you heard about tonight?
Oh, I just hear it's great, and I just, an opening on Broadway. I mean, people go, well, why are you here? Well, why wouldn't you be here? You know, it's great. I'm just looking forward to seeing the play.
We fell in love with you at Paper Mill and Honeymoon. Tell me what it's been like rehearsing the show and getting ready to finally put it on stage.
Well, it's different. They made a few little changes. Nothing, music or any kind of stuff, but just little plot things that sort of tightened it, and it just flies. And we're just having such fun doing it. We're all back together. It's just look, it's hard work. It's sometimes you really drag yourself out of there, but it's like my father used to say, it's lovely work.
An incredible journey with this show. I mean, did you ever think you'd start out where you started, then Lincoln Center, and now Broadway?
I never thought that the show would ever end up in a theater like this, and I am thrilled and moved, frankly, grateful.
What is it like for you sitting in the audience, watching how this play, the beautiful reaction you get, how the audience thinks of your play?
Disbelief. I still can't believe 900 people a night come to see this show and that they react the way that they do. I mean, the gasps and the laughs and the engagement and the pin drop silence at the end of the play. It's a dream come true.
What's brought you here tonight?
Well, this play and Ayad Akhtar and Josh Radnor, and because Josh and I are old friends. So, and this play is very important because we're talking about, one of the things that Herb has said about this is that Ayad is like Arthur Miller. He's bringing up conversations that have not been brought up before, and he is allowing us to have these conversations by writing plays like this. This is a historic moment in the theater, I think, tonight.
And there were the performances, because you've worked with Josh, right?
Well, we did, actually. Yeah, we worked together in Los Angeles. We did a thing called Reprise, which is like encores, and we did Company together. And I know.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant. Yeah. That's what Herb and I said after I was working with him, and Herb came to see the production, and he said, oh my God, that guy is brilliant. And so we've stayed connected for forever.
And just talk about the importance of this type of play that we need on Broadway.
We need these kinds of plays because of what I said before, because of when you bring up conversations about people's history and people's past and the things that people feel about their history and themselves in relation to that, how they deal with other people. I mean, we are talking about a play that has religious overtones that we need to be dealing with right now. And when you have these kinds of plays, like it was the thing that Arthur Miller used to do, he would bring up issues that we would all need to be talking about in our society, in our lives, the way people psychologically relate to each other and what those dynamics do and how they heal us or destroy us. What better place than Broadway to do these kinds of things? And this play is all of that and more.